Balancing a gimbal may sound like a daunting task when you're first starting out, but what if I tell you can do it in just under 30 seconds? Today I'll be showing you how I balance my Ronin S in the most efficient way possible. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. A gimbal like this is called a 3-axis gimbal because it has 3 axes. There's the yaw, pitch, and roll axis. And our goal to balance this gimbal is actually really simple. We just want the camera to stay wherever it is when we let go of the gimbal, that is off. Ta-da! And when the gimbal is not in balance, you see this. Pretty dangerous actually. So today I'll show you how to fix this. So first step of course is to put your camera on the gimbal and make sure it's locked tight. I use a quick release system and I highly recommend it, but it's totally okay if you don't, you just have to screw it into the base plate. As you can see right now, this gimbal is really imbalanced. I usually like to start off with the pitch axis right here, which is controlled by this motor. When we're balancing the pitch, we want to isolate the motion from the rest of the gimbal. Most gimbals have a very similar design, but newer models might have a locking mechanism for each axis. But it's totally okay if yours doesn't. Like the Ronin S right here. All you need to do is to hold down the axis that you're not balancing like this. And then you can start with the pitch. The pitch axis actually has 2 parts to it. There's a front and back, and also top and bottom weight. So usually I start with the front and back with the quick release slider on the side. Unlock it, and then kind of slide it back and forth until you can feel the camera is staying in one place. You don't have to be very precise at this moment, and then when you're ready, just lock it in. And then now you can move on to the top and bottom. On the side of the camera, you can see there's another knob here that controls the top and bottom. And again, all you need to do is to slide it until the camera is not falling on either side, like this. And now, when you hold down the other axis, the camera should be able to stay at wherever it is. Just like that. And that means your pitch motor is balanced. As easy as that. Now we're moving onto the roll. So when I let go right now, you see the camera is swinging immediately. That means it's not balanced. So the knob that controls the roll axis is the back one here. And the drill is also very similar. Again, you move the slider until the camera doesn't fall either way anymore, and lock it in. Simple as that. Now your camera can stay wherever it is. And we have one more axis to deal with, which is the yaw that controls the left and right movement. This one is a little bit less intuitive, but it's really simple once you get it. All you need to do is to tilt the whole gimbal down around 15 to 30 degrees. While keeping the gimbal at an angle, you want to work with the slider and the knob that is right on top of the gimbal stem. You want to put it at 45 degrees, and if the camera falls down, then you push the whole slider upward and put it at 45 degrees again, and now it falls up. That means you should put the slider the opposite way. You repeat the process until when you put it at 45 degrees, the camera doesn't go anywhere. That's when you lock it in, and your gimbal is now balanced. But there's one more step. This is when you turn on your gimbal and connect it to your smartphone. For me, I use the Ronin app, but Zhiyun Crane has their own app as well. Then you go into the motor parameters and press auto tune. Press OK. And the gimbal is going to do its magic to make sure your camera weight is adjusted to the motors. And as you can see, your camera is perfectly balanced now, however you move it. You can also check your balance by clicking into the app's balance test, but I'm not going to do it right here because we all know it's a perfect balance, come on. So there you have it, how to perfectly balance a gimbal in less than 30 seconds. You're going to need some practice to be able to do it from start to finish in under 30 seconds. Try it with different lenses to make sure you're familiar with the gimbal. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to like, subscribe, and stay safe everyone, and I'll see you next time. Peace.